Yep.
All right, y'all. We back. Uh, got a little last minute thing we're gonna do today. Um, I got bro here with me, Gold Mine, and we're gonna do
For
a
sure.
reaction to the Mysonne and Akon conversation. I haven't seen it yet, bruh. I think he's seen some of it. Uh, Usually I don't really talk about stuff like this. I mean, at least not in a public forum, but I think everybody kind of got a certain level of love for Akon to one degree or another, and we really not feeling this whole locked up situation. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that conversation's like. Uh, 'Cause I got an opinion. I'm sure bro got an opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play some of this. Now it's long though. It's like an hour and 45 minutes long. So bear with us. We'll probably do a little bit, maybe pick up another time. But here we go.
And then like probably a couple of weeks later, you had already had Styles on it because he wanted me to do it and he was gonna try to present it to you.
And by the way, I'm starting off like in the conversation. Let's go back just a little bit right here.
We respect you as an individual.
No, 1,000%.
I respect the work you've been doing, and you got some of my favorite songs that that I probably I don't know if you remember or if you know even Gabi told you when you first did the Locked Up song, Gabi.
Platforms. And I think it's a lot that's happening, and I think me and you have plenty of time to discuss it throughout this whole time that we got, because I got.
It seems as if you made a conscious decision to abandon integrity and morality for business. Or you okay, you made that's what this what it sounds like. You saying you.
It depends on the person hearing it and what their translation of those words mean. So now, just so you know, I've always played from the moment I walked in. I played the neutral position. I don't play either side. I don't say Scotty and his crew was innocent or guilty. I don't say Tekashi was innocent or guilty. Right? So mind
pause just
because when you are to because you made a decision that what he did is okay based on what you saying they did. So you've already if you saying you don't play either side and you say but they did this and that and they did this, so fuck that, I'm gonna do this. So that means that you made a decision that you believe that they did something wrong to him and he's justified. So you took a side.
See, this is the part. It wasn't a matter of who did right or who did wrong. It was the principle of the whole action in itself. All right, prime example.
Even if I'm gonna let you finish, but you have to be clear. If you're saying the action in itself, that means that you believe that the action that they did was wrong. What action in itself? You say the action in itself. If you saying that you what they did is wrong, then you've taken a
or his co-defendants.
Say that again.
There's two actions here. You got Tekashi's action, and then you got his co-defendants' actions.
Okay. Which action are you talking about?
First, because they're gonna both be a topic.
Okay, so tell me which action you would like to speak about first.
The action I was talking about was in general.
Well, you can't say in general. There has to be an action.
Yeah. So
you gave me two different actions. So when you say in general, what?
No, what I'm saying is it has to start with a general conversation, right? Once you have that general conversation, then there's partitions of the conversation that we have to.
All right, I'm finna stop it right here. You can hear me, right? Nigga, feel like a motherfucker. Bruh, like,
Nigga about to start.
Nobody worry about nobody action but your actions, nigga. Really, right now.
Partitions, like there's two actions.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Actions.
Talking about you.
The action is co-defendants. Who we talking about?
Yeah. What is all that? We talking about,
That's called disassociation.
yeah, straight up. Like
Yeah.
we talking about you who hop on, man, a epic song, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody
I
that
was always neutral. You wasn't neutral, nigga. Talking about I'm locked up for stealing cars, nigga. You thugging. What you talking about neutral?
is wild. I mean, look, this song is an anthem, right? It's an
Come
anthem.
on now.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta guard shit like that. You can't just let anybody. And then man, and then bro, I saw the video where they practicing the song. And dude got this
Yeah,
long rainbow ponytail wig on the shoulders. Like, man, how is he sitting in the same room?
man. Not just ponytail. That nigga had a extendo on that bitch.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That bitch was,
like a Ariana Grande extendo ponytail on that motherfucker, man.
man. That thing was long, shawty. He said the Ariana Grande.
That nigga, I
I see it now.
believe he don't got a good Skittles commercial. That nigga need a good Skittles.
Me either. If he wasn't so like, if he wasn't trying to play the role of this gangster, like he probably would.
Probably would have been had.
Right? He keep on doing dumbass shit.
Anyway,
They like, hell nah, we ain't putting that shit on our name.
right. I'm gonna click back on it though. Let's see what they got.
Yep.
To break it down one by one. Once we break it all down, then you will understand exactly my point. You follow what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because any so-called real nigga or real gangster for that matter will understand exactly what I'm talking about. So let's say hypothetically, this is the situation. Let me give you a
Uh-oh.
scenario and let's start with that scenario.
Okay.
Why is Tekashi so important right now? Do you think that this
And that all-
situation
It
is
depends.
so? Oh,
It
I'm sorry.
depends.
Yeah, the thing is, when you talk, I can't hear you when I'm talking at the same time. So I'm just gonna stop and allow you to say something.
So you just asked the question, so I was trying to respond to the question. You said, "Why is
Okay.
Tekashi?"
Why is Tekashi so important?
And I said, "I don't believe he is." You have to ask certain people, and I think you'll get different answers from certain people. Some people don't think he's important at all.
I would disagree with that because the numbers say opposite, and I think this is probably the most talked about situation in music history when it comes to hip hop music. And I was just curious to understand why Tekashi and not any other rapper that's been in a situation like this.
Can you name another rapper that's been in a situation like this?
I mean, we all been in conflicts, we all been in shootouts, we all been in
He
robberies,
deflecting
we
like a
all been
motherfucker.
in crime-related incidents. And me naming other rappers that's been in specific situations like Tekashi ain't really my place to say that. But what I would like to say though is, if Tekashi is the conversation right now, there has to be a reason why it's so potent and why it's so important and why everybody's so emotional about it.
I'm muted. I'm gonna give you what I think. I think the reason why why it's such a big deal is because he's slick by our standards, right? Like, so anybody born in the 80s, anybody before the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody 80s and before that got like a certain standard when it comes to the hip hop.
Or go by them codes. Right.
Just with the
Yeah.
music side.
Yeah.
Live up to,
Yeah, I'm just saying some of the young folks got some of them codes. Yeah. I was just saying, like, if you go by them old codes, you feel me?
yeah. Like bars, like something to actually fucking talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? A story to
Mm-hmm.
tell. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of moral
Right.
message. You know what I'm saying? What is your message? Like, uh, and then,
Right.
you know, just all the extra wild shit and the beefs and all the shit, you know, all the clout chasing shit is kind of what we're not accustomed to. So
Putting hits out on people on live.
Yeah, for us, you know what I'm saying, that shit is all extra. But for his generation, his group, that shit is like that's all they know anyway. So this is why his numbers is gonna be up because hell, they run this social media shit. This is their thing. Like this is their whole life. I mean,
Right.
pretty cut,
Right.
pretty
It's
simple.
their time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got a comment or you want me to keep
I
going?
mean, to me, it's like, for me though, Akon deflecting like a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, he ain't the only one that been through this situation. Like, to me, that's bogus again. You know what I'm saying? On Akon and poor, like, he just trying to justify it to me, bro. Like, you gonna see, he trying to justify getting his bag with this young nigga, like taking advantage of this nigga situation and being like, shit, fuck it. The game ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't care what it look like. You know what I'm saying? Like these standards you talking about, he gonna throw them bitches out the window in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, and to
But
that
go
point,
ahead.
another rapper who been in Tekashi's place. On this level, I can't think of one. I ain't gonna say ain't no rappers ever told or you know what I'm saying, snitched or nothing like that, but on this level, the type of shit we talking about,
Niggas' careers are,
yeah, and when they do, they don't get yeah, they don't have a career when they come back.
yeah. So he tripping. So I wouldn't even keep on making that comparison. Like, nigga, okay, you want your career to be over? If it wasn't for the attention era that we in, whether you paying attention because you don't like this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's just attention. As long as it's views, they gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? Whereas back in the day, you actually had to have fans, people that wanted to look for your shit, wanted to pay extra money to go to your shows. You know what I'm saying?
And, that,
Now, if you can get enough motherfuckers to pay attention to your shit, you in there.
and that's the thing.
Whether they like you or hate you.
The Tekashi fans don't live by the same rule set. Like, you know what I'm saying? They not all his fans are not street niggas. They just
I disagree. Oh, okay. I get you on that. I get you on that. Yeah.
I don't know nobody who got a Tekashi album. Bro, I ain't never listened to his music. I don't know none of his.
I'm just saying, like, people be saying like when you make that, like, until you cleared it up like you did, a lot of people make that broad statement like these kids ain't living by the same rules as us. Like, I'm like, nigga, you got like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was snitches back then. But when you said it the way you did, I get what you saying. Like, a lot of motherfuckers that listening to his shit that gotta be listening to this shit gotta be civilians. You feel me? Or motherfuckers just into the artistry trying to learn what hip hop is and just happen to run across his shit
Yeah, I
to
mean,
me.
you
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is
So
that if you become accustomed to a sound, then that's what it is. Like they're not gonna have the same respect. If I take them back and try to put them on the Drought 3 album, for example, like that was my shit coming up out of high school, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like to them, it's
or word of mouth.
not gonna have the same. It's not gonna have the same weight. You know what I'm saying? That it's the sound is different.
Right.
It's too involved.
Right.
It's too lyrical. It's too everything.
They ain't gonna know what them squads talking about.
Yeah, that squad
They ain't
shit.
gonna know what them squads talking about. But that nigga come on and say, if you pay for this bitch, you got.
Uh, but yeah, so they
This is a free mixtape.
yeah. I mean, cause you gotta think about it.
God damn.
You
I'm
know,
dropping my shit.
a wide range of fans. Young white girls to black dudes to just it's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He got a larger demographic of people who gonna pay him some attention. So to his, to
The
his,
old people, because hip hop is the popular shit right now too. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact that he was a snitch and that shit was like worldwide news. You feel me? Like, he done joined a new audience right now.
yeah. All right, I'm finna hit play real quick.
Right? So in your I
Mm.
can respect everything you said, and you are right. Because you came from a generation that lived by that exact code that you're talking about. I get it. and I'm with you. I promise you on everything God knows, Allah knows I'm with you when you say the things you said in the way you believe it. Now me, I've grown since that time that I sat and wore the shoes you're wearing today. And what I realize is that there's a bigger picture than just telling or what we call snitching. Mm-hmm. When you look at 6ix9ine, and you might disagree when I tell you this, I feel that he's being victimized right now, right? And the reason why I say that is we're expecting him to understand codes that he never lived under. We're expecting him to live by a code that he never ever was a part of in the first place. We're expecting him to understand the rules of engagement in the streets when he's not a street guy. We're expecting him to follow all the rules of the things that the people around him should have brought to his attention or should have taught him before he got into it. Now, clearly he's an entertainer. He gonna say all kind of reckless shit. He's doing it right now, right? But what entertainer you know ain't gonna do that? 50 Cent did that same shit Tekashi doing 10 years ago.
But see,
right? As far as I'm talking about being antagonizing.
Can I say something? But I want, and I hear what you're saying. I don't want to cut you off because it lags in and out. But there are a couple of things that I would like to respond to. First, 50 Cent was actually a street nigga. 50 Cent was. No, listen to what I'm. You've been giving examples, right? And I've been listening to examples about people that did what he's doing, and you compare him, like you said, yo, like you was talking about gang culture. You said gang culture is going to attract gang people. You know, when Game came out, he was for gangbangers. Game was a gangbanger. When Snoop came out for gang, he was a gangbanger. You said when NWO, let me just NWO, let me just say, let me finish.
Right, just on that part. And the reason why I understand you and I know why you feel like that, because you're a rapper yourself and you're also a street nigga. We all know. I know your history, my nigga. You're a real street nigga. You done did your time. You did what you had to do. And you lived and you took hip-hop from a standpoint of your real life situations. Hip-hop was not only a vehicle for you, but it was a lifestyle to you. So I know why you feel that way. This generation's hip-hop ain't no lifestyle for them, bro. They don't know about half the shit. Most of the people that's talking street ain't never been in the street. Most of them ain't real street niggas. So we can't categorize them to be one.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you, right? If you go outside, right, and you take a gun, run in the bank, and you say, and you ain't a bank robber, right? You're going to jail, Akon. They don't give a fuck. They don't listen to what I tell you. Look, I'm not gonna ask you.
What'd you say, bro?
Oh, that shit right there. Cause this my thing.
Yeah.
I don't get the excuse of, you know what I'm saying, I just look like a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no real drug dealer. You feel me? Like, I fit the description, you know what I'm saying, to the police officer. Regardless to if I put on a motherfucking suit or if I wear shoes, some jogging pants, you know what I'm saying, a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a motherfucker trying to give niggas an excuse, once again, for jumping in this game, you could have rapped about anything. You feel me? You could have rapped about that rainbow ass hair, but you chose to rap about killing shit and even wanted to buck the system and go on live and order a hit on fucking live. So at the end of the day, Akon bullshit once again, bro. I call bullshit like, man, when I get to Africa, nigga gonna holler at you, bro. Nigga gonna holler at you, bro. Like, fuck that. Like, what the fuck, bro? You doing anything for some money right now? Like, talking about this man ain't really living by them codes. So, you still gotta suffer by the consequence. When I go to court, if I don't know the law, I still gotta answer for that shit. Ignorance is no excuse.
My thing is this.
Like, when we first get in the streets, they don't nobody break down all the rules to us. They tell you, know you in a man game.
Yeah.
If you lucky. If you lucky. Because you might just be born in this shit and not know until you get locked up how serious this shit is.
But it's a moral obligation, right, to just on any level, whether it's some street shit or whether you playing Monopoly, nigga, you got a moral obligation.
Come on now.
You can either
Own
ignore
up to your shit.
yeah, you can either ignore that moral obligation or you can, you know what I'm saying, completely real about it. And that moral obligation is to just be real, right? To be honest. And
Right.
I'm looking
If you
at
did some shit, don't let nobody else fall for that shit.
don't let
Like, what
anybody else
the hell?
fall for it. So his charges was racketeering, weapons, drug charges, right? Uh, if those are
So,
your charges, that means they built the case against you, which means that to some
against
degree or another
you.
you had involved, which means if the people around you were involved as well, then they have a case built against them too.
Right.
So they don't really need you to convict them. They just need
At all.
corroborate the shit so that you know what I'm saying it'll strengthen their case. But they had enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right. Right.
it's a selfish move at the end of the day when you open your mouth.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying instead of just and if you gonna
Make it seem like it was all them, and
yeah
you ain't even know what you was doing.
right
That's my thing.
yeah if you gonna open your mouth and tell
What?
yourself what did you do, nigga? But
That nigga played the fool on their ass on the stand. Like, nah, I didn't think they was really gonna kill nobody or shoot nobody. Like, what the fuck you think you were gonna happen when you said I got such and such on such and such head?
yeah, I mean, and
And then you called a nigga on live. And the nigga got that much love for you that he like, shit, man, this pussy ass nigga ain't gonna better handle his own shit. And I gotta feed my kids too. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn around and tell him that same nigga?
yeah,
Like, how? Sway?
that's called perjury. I'm gonna press play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, add that charge, goddamn.
Yo, are you really a bank robber? Like, who did you learn how to rob banks? It's the same rules apply. Listen to me. If you can't fight, right, and
Right.
you jump in the ring with a nigga who can fight real good, and you throw
Right.
on gloves, he gonna beat the shit out of you. Nobody's gonna say, yo, how many lives have you practiced? Are you really a boxer? What I'm trying to explain to you, this man jumped into a field, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he did all the shit that the real gangster niggas do. They call you out. They say, I'm gonna come to your block. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do that. He called out everybody, told niggas to suck his dick. He said, when men sat him down respectfully and said, yo, brother, you bugging out. I watched the interview. Charlamagne said, yo, you gonna die or go to jail, beloved. Like, you putting yourself and he said, fuck that. I'm street. I'm this nigga. I'ma handle this and I'ma do this. He had niggas shooting Chief Keef and these niggas. These niggas is body. They catching bodies in Chicago. They not playing. He going to Chicago in the middle of the street. He not only putting his life in jeopardy, he put everybody who went with him, and they knew he was, but and this is for me, right? When they say that these people stood and protected him against real street niggas that they know probably would have took their life and stood up beside of that man.
Bro,
Stood,
if they was protecting him,
bullet.
but what I'm saying is if they was protecting him, first of all, he wouldn't have got that close to the street. Real street niggas know the fucking, they know the, nigga, they know the consequences of what that is. So if you're protecting him, you ain't gonna have him that close to the street, period. And the part I think, honestly, that I think the world is missing, and specifically this conversation, is that this is entertainment. In real life, we're not going to rob no bank because we know we're gonna goddamn get caught.
Yo,
In real life, no, hold on. I'll let you talk now. I ain't stop you. When you said the bank robber thing, you're right. But that's in real life, bro. This is fake. This is entertainment. This is not real. We are in the music business.
Con, can I ask you a question?
But this is what I'm saying. This is nigga, we in here to make money, get rich, and die. We're not in here to get killed early before we get to the bag. Who does real things on real life and
Niggas really got shot
TV for
at.
everybody to see? Who does that, my son?
What I'm trying to explain to you, right?
What'd you say, bro?
I said niggas really got shot at though.
Right. Thanks. Yeah. So you the thing is he don't want to conflate the two, right? He's like, no, this is this and this is that. But no, niggas really in jail though. Like you
You feel me? Like
like it's really something separate. but people are really in jail. Like, nigga, come on, you for real?
You know, entertainment. What entertainment for them niggas? Did they get out after he got off the stand?
The shit he's saying might have been entertainment, but we're not gonna sit here and act like the beefs wasn't real though. Come on now.
You feel me? And the only reason
I
why
just
them
said
niggas in Chicago
this.
didn't touch that nigga is because he was riding around with police. Let's be clear.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna hit play.
Because to me, like, so listen to me. Based on what you saying, right? Tekashi should have been able to go to the judge and said, "No, none of this shit is real. These
No,
bodies." No, no, listen. You said, listen to what I'm saying. You tell me. No, no, I let you talk. I just want to know, based on what you said, Con, to go to the judge and say, "Hey, this is all entertainment. We didn't really shoot at them people. None of this shit that I'm being locked up for, that you trying to give me 40 or 50 years."
Yo, basics. Hey, Judge.
That's crazy, ain't
We was just playing.
it? It was entertainment.
It was just entertainment. Reason.
None of that shit
Well,
ever really happened. This entertainment for the cameras, for social media. Did that shit work with the judge? Did the judge, did him saying that he was entertaining somebody stop people from getting, did he, he didn't, when he sat on that cell, and and another thing is, that man told on people that ain't have shit to do with it. Like, he was saying, yo, Cardi B, Cardi B does this, and yeah, Jim Jones. Like, this man bought niggas that never even really talked to him in the streets. Never seen like this.
Listen, I agree with you. But this is the thing. Tekashi ain't never denied that he was a snitch. He owned up to the fact that he was a snitch. He ain't denied. He said,
listen, you got.
All right. So yeah, that part. He never denied he's a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's my thing. This is what I'm starting to see. Early prediction.
Mm-hmm.
There's not gonna be no swaying Akon because he's
Not at all.
well, he's got like he's straight up like, okay, I get all the street shit. Tekashi ain't street. And for me, this is business. He pretty much made that clear that this is entertainment. And he's separating that shit from what he considered to be some real shit. So to him,
Right.
I mean, it's pretty much case closed. Like his point stands. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. It's fuck. Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, nigga, you got some money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you need that money. You just want it. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, the money's more important. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to stay relevant and shit.
For
Old ass nigga sit down.
haven't even been on no street code type shit. It's just it would have been more like you're not even the type of person I'm a vibe with. Like
Oh.
you look like a rainbow explosion. I can't like you make my eyes hurt. Just like on that type.
Man, if wasn't nobody paying attention to that shit, he wouldn't be fucking with it straight up and down. Like, what was your song with Tekashi before now? Simple. You know what I'm saying?
So what you know about that? Did he come to Akon like, hey, I was locked up, nigga. Let me do a remix.
Yeah, he wanted to redo Akon shit. He wants to, the way Akon saying it, he's saying it like this nigga wanted to redo his shit. And he was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So
that's
I'm like, man, at the end of the day,
yeah,
you could have said no.
right, right. But the way Akon said it, and this is Akon's viewpoint, nigga. No matter what that nigga did,
I'm finna take that back.
money, because it's just entertainment.
Even though that song already done made this and gonna continue to make this, well, I
Man,
don't know. Niggas probably ain't like he done put a sour taste in the nigga mouth about that song. Like I don't even want to hear that shit.
bro, I put
Like even the Styles P verse, I don't want to hear it.
making money because I got this shit in
Mm,
my little playlist on Spotify. Like for real,
right, right.
it's
But
a
that shit gotta go though. That shit gotta go, cause it got a nasty taste in my mouth right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't listen to like the even the Styles P version. Like,
But
sorry Styles, I listen to all your other music, but I can't listen to you on the track with a nigga who really ain't feeling what the fuck you saying. Cause Styles saying some real ass shit on that motherfucker.
my question is there a version of this song that I'm missing? Because every version I done heard, the audio is rough. Like it don't even sound good. Like it sounds like it's
Man, it's
too.
it's a rough version.
It's a what?
It's definitely a rough version. That copy, I mean, what we've heard as a people is definitely was a rough version. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, so you saying it ain't been released like the official joint ain't been released yet?
I guess not, but I mean, the way they recorded it, you know what I'm saying, comparison to some Kendrick type shit that I heard, like you know, man, that shit ain't. Man.
Yeah, that
I
shit,
don't. No disrespect, great song.
paste job, like right as of right now. It's a copy and paste job.
Yeah,
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like
base,
literally
base.
he went in the booth and did his take and somebody snipped that shit and just added that shit on to the original song. Like ain't nothing else ain't nothing else really happened. But
To me, that's how majority of this shit is nowadays.
yeah,
Ain't no organic shit. Niggas is sending that shit to each other. Ain't nobody getting on the hot seat cause that nigga just killed this shit before you went in there cause you was right there when he did this shit.
that's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Got the same system been mastered. You know what I'm saying? The audio is, you know what I'm saying, taken care of. Like this shit ain't had no attention.
Right. Mm-mm.
Like I'm a
Even Soul Survivor, that's why I'm like he doubled down. That's why a nigga on his head, cause it's like, bro, you double down on some street shit, and then your motherfucking ass on some bullshit. Like, what? You just selling street culture? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, nigga, you second hand. You know what I'm saying? You a second hand ass street nigga to me. Like, you the first generation of nigga in your family probably to be in the motherfucking streets for real. So here it is, you coming over here, and you like you don't really got no respect for this shit. That's why it don't matter to you to do this shit with Tekashi for you too. Like that's what niggas ain't pointing out. Like I don't romanticize my African brothers and sisters. A lot of them fucked up. Just like it's a lot of niggas over here fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
will
hear
say
that shit and what a nigga willing to do, bro.
I think I will say this. I think it's just I think you got a point, but I think it's more so the money. Like he made a point at the
That's what
beginning.
I'm saying. Like they willing to do that shit for the money. The majority of the Africans that we meet over here, they not like the ones that you like meet over there. Just like a lot of niggas ain't able to leave from over here to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Or to be the main nigga that represent people. You know what I'm saying? Represent our people. So
I
I
hear you.
mean, it's easy for us to see rich ass Africans coming over this motherfucker and you know what I'm saying, misrepresenting the people over there.
Well,
Is
all,
all
yeah,
that.
I mean, and well, all I'm saying is like, if you're looking at his startup, right? Like he wasn't rich to begin with, and all I'm saying is this: like when you put $100,000, for example, in front of two different people, you're gonna get two different
Mm-hmm.
reactions 9 times out of 10, and that's what I'm saying. So like I'm saying with the Akon situation,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like he may have, you know what I'm saying, legitimately acted or reacted to 6ix9ine offer in a different era, a different way. 10 years ago, he might not have, you know what I'm saying? He might not have been with the shit. But he said it at the beginning of this thing. He said, I've grown. That's what he called it. He called it growth. I've grown. And I just don't see things the same way.
I don't call that. I
I,
don't call that growth. I call that digression. Cause like I said, niggas keep on trying to write this shit off to some street. Not you, but I feel like Akon finna eventually go on to like, you know, is he been saying like writing it off to some street shit. Like, oh, I ain't on no street shit, so fuck that shit. You feel me? Like, and you don't get the right to do that shit when there's other people still out here. You don't get the right to sell out the streets and be like, well, shit, I'ma sell this shit about street shit, but And all the while, I know this shit gonna get a lot of niggas in the street fucked up if they try to do what the fuck my motherfucking co-star is doing. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, ain't you know, hey, uh, yeah. Let's see.
You
Let's
feel
just
me?
play. I mean, I'm wondering. I was about to say something about the whole city that he's supposed to be building. Uh, but that shit's supposed to be a six billion.
What city? That nigga in St. Louis right now.
That's why I said the one he's supposed to be building. But
I play too much. I
but
play too much.
that's a $6 billion ticket, and I know this will be like a couple pennies on that. I can't imagine him getting paid, too much for this. He might have got
You know what
like,
I'm saying? What you need it for?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might have got like 50. How much he charged to do that shit? Like,
Cloud chasing. He too old to be cloud chasing, man. He too old to be fucking cloud chasing. Trying to get some young pussy out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, quit playing. Let's tell it what it is. Let's call it what it is, nigga. You want to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Let these little lame ass niggas do what they doing. Like, if Tekashi want to be lame and snitch on all his friends who protected him, all his friends who made him relevant, who gave him such street cred, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what he want to do, you feel me? That's on him. But you don't get the right as somebody who's older than me to just act like you don't know what the fuck going on.
yeah,
Like Tupac told Big and them, you don't get the right to act like you ain't know them niggas gonna blow my motherfucking head off. Like you don't get the right, like you don't get that. You don't get that shit.
yeah. Because at the end of the day, Takashi didn't need to do that song in order to
He
hold.
don't need Akon, right?
He ain't need. It's really all they kind of left. I'm gonna hit play though, so we can keep it.
Right.
My point. Con, you got my point, right? So
Right.
I don't even talk about Tekashi. I haven't. When he first came, I knew it. I knew he was going to do this when it first happened, and I've been in the streets. I know a real nigga. I knew he wasn't going to stand up. So cool. I said it. I said I told you. I left it alone. He came home. I didn't even respond. I was angry. The only time I respond, Akon, was when Nicki Minaj did a song with him, and then you let this man remake one of my favorite songs, a stand-up nigga song, not just any song. I would have been mad at you because I respect you on a different level. I seen you as one of me. You understand what I'm saying? It was like me seeing my homeboy walking around with Alpo, like a nigga that I fuck with in Harlem walking around with Alpo. I don't really give a fuck about Alpo. I said he a snitch. I'm done with him. I don't really care about him. And I'm not trying to run around. I'm not angry at you. You a snitch. You've been categorized as you are. Whether you move around, cool. Do that shit with the creeps. But listen to me. Let me finish. But when it's somebody that I respect, somebody that I seen, like you said, you on the same shit that I am, you can't be on the same shit that I am because there's no way on God. I don't give a fuck how much money they offered me. I don't give a fuck how much entertainment they are. There's no way God's green earth that I would ever allow Tekashi 6ix9ine to do anything with me. Anything. I wouldn't on him if he was on fire.
Those are words from a street nigga. And I respect that. Right? As a nigga that was in
real nigga. Listen to me. Niggas that ain't in the streets, that never been in there, but they just know integrity. It's not about streets, it's integrity. The man lacks integrity. You see this? His character is currency. The man lacks character.
Listen, we follow the same code. I believe in character is currency. But
I don't listen to me. At this point, I'm listening.
I don't want to leave.
Same code. I'm not to diminish you. We can't follow the same code because the code I live by, I can't do nothing with that man.
All right, but that's fine. That's you. It's okay. But,
hey, we don't follow the same code. I'm just trying to clarify that because it's no way I can't do nothing with it.
My son, explain something to you. This code that everybody talk about, that only maybe 1% of niggas out in the streets actually follow, don't mean shit to me.
But
I'm not.
You said that we follow the code.
But let's be clear though. Let's be clear.
All right.
I grew up, yes, in fucked up situations, been through some fucked up, scenarios. Might have done crimes here and there to survive and feed my family, but I'm not a street nigga, my nigga. Now I'm gonna defend myself if a nigga try me a certain kind of way, but that's just me being a man defending myself. What people call street nigga and this code that's attached, it's all bullshit. What I'm trying to say is, as a man with real integrity, there's gonna be things that you follow as a person. And I think when people start trying to categorize a street, that and this is just what you categorize themselves in as far as what the environment they came from. So when you try to tag that on somebody that didn't come up like that, or tag that on somebody that don't understand that until they're around people that do, it's not his fault for being misled. That's all I'm trying to
And I hear what you're saying, right? This is what I'm trying to say. You saying that this code I'm no longer a street nigga either. I've been out the streets for years. I did 7 years in prison. I came home. I've changed my life around. I'm a civil rights activist. I'm an anti-violence. I work with young kids in the street. And this is another thing that I want you to understand. Not only is he a rat, he's just bad for the culture in general. Like, so listen. So let me just
to the culture. Like, see,
let me
real quick. See, the introduction to the culture was wrong. He came in through the wrong side with the wrong information. And this is what all the generation is going through, bro. And guess what? He ain't going to be the first or the last.
Can I say something? Can I say this one?
And people that understand what this is to give them that. Because half of them didn't have nobody to give them that. I came up with OGs that made me understand how this shit works.
Can I say something? I just, because you cut me off. I let you talk. You not let me get my point across. So I just want to get 2 points across, right? You saying that this thing that's attached, this code that's attached to the streets. I'm no longer streets. I have a code of ethics and integrity as a man. I have a moral compass as a man. My moral is, if I do something, I want to be.
Yo, you with me?
Yeah.
All right, so what I want to do now, because, you know what I'm saying, we done poked at all of this. We got this, we already know what this is. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit and see what they got going on later in the conversation, because right now we doing the what's street code versus, look, this shit boiled down to almost a natural law aspect, right? Like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You wouldn't want nobody telling on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be from the streets. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, nothing. Like, if you throwing,
Especially after you stick your neck out for a friend.
if you throwing
Like,
food
what the fuck?
in a food fight in the cafeteria at school and you get caught, it's not up to you to go tell on everybody else that was in the food fight.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Different degrees of punishment, right? You talking about your livelihood to it, you know what I'm saying? But you knew the risk. I mean, regardless as to whether you a street nigga,
These
what,
same niggas you telling on gave you your livelihood too.
I'm just saying, no matter what type of person could be a mailman. Everybody knows the risk for murder, for attempted murder, for drug trafficking. Everybody knows that these things carry a serious jail time. It's not even like, so. It's not, that code don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, it's about integrity. So integrity, you know what I'm saying, is the code of the street, right? To a certain degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Those definitions and principles is like things that, if you really deal with the original intent of a lot of shit that's in the street, that is the point of it. You know what I'm saying? To teach you what integrity really is. So for some people who don't get it at home, they get it out the streets. You know what I'm saying? So life just got a way of making sure you get the point regardless. So I don't like when niggas be like, you just a street nigga. Like, nigga, okay, what I got my motherfucking lessons from the street or I got it from my mama. Either way it go, I got the point. I know what you're talking about when you talking about integrity. And ain't no integrity in doing something just for some money.
Yeah, shut up. So what I'm
You
gonna
might
do?
as well go sell your ass, Akon.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm gonna skip forward. I'm gonna skip forward. Let's see this thing. We at 25 minutes, and let's see how long we been. How long we been going? Shit, we been recording. I don't even know how long. I'm gonna I'm gonna skip forward to about 50-minute mark. Let's see what happens. Oh, screen share.
One thing. I'm gonna let you finish, please.
Hold on, I promise I'm gonna let you go. If me standing in front of Tekashi,
No, you
give
ain't.
him the knowledge that he has to have, and for whatever reason, I get hit with a straight. Guess what? That's God's will. But I know I'm doing the right thing by making sure he gets the information he needs.
Yo, let's have a sidebar real quick. You hungry? I got a sidebar and a snicker, nigga. So I know this ain't no conscious video per se, what we watching right now. We gotta stop putting everything on God's will. Yo, God's you to get hit by no damn straight. That shit sound crazy than a motherfucker.
Let them niggas get a shot in God's will. I ain't doing
But what you said? That's God's will. I'm done with that God. I can't with him. What fuck kind of shit is that?
You feel me? Let them niggas die. If that's the God they want to serve,
That's who you want to serve?
I'm cool.
Y'all can have all of that. Y'all give him all y'all money. y'all go, y'all
Right, brothers.
your tithes and your offering. Y'all give it to that nigga. Y'all crazy. I'll press play.
Let me tell you how it looks, Colin. It looks
Right.
like.
No matter how it look, because
But I want you to be. Because I don't want you. No, I hear what you said.
Look, I know that what I'm doing is for the will of Allah to make sure that he gets the information that he needs, because he ain't never been given that information.
Okay, can I tell you two things?
Man.
Okay, if you try to be a mentor to him, right?
You
Okay, let's
jumping
say
around the religions.
the first thing you doing.
Yeah, what'd you say now? What'd you say, bro?
I said he jumping around in religions. Now it's our life. First it was God. Like, what he gonna do?
Yeah, man. Godly. You taking a whole lot of ain't nobody accountable for their own actions, basically, in Akon eyes. Like, if I shoot a nigga, that was God's will.
At
That
all.
wasn't my will. You know what I'm saying? Like
At all.
the
Only Ghana got in trouble for getting rid of slaves and shit, not Senegal. So he think he just goddamn free to say whatever the fuck he want to say. Like, nigga, you ain't slick.
yeah,
You ain't slick.
yo, let's get some more into this. Let's see what else he got to say about God's will.
Wrong is justifying what he already did. That's the first thing. But no, listen. Let me tell you something.
All I'm doing is giving the challenging questions and answering the challenging remarks, and nobody out here for some reason ain't got the heart to come out and say it.
There's no, it's not that. It's
all the so-called street niggas want to keep it real when they know at the end they have these niggas, if they was in that situation, would did the fucking same thing.
Con, what I'm trying to say is this: people just don't agree with you, Con.
And it's cool.
So listen, what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not that niggas not cute; they just don't agree. I'm just saying this: if you're being a mentor to them, you're doing a bad job. Because as a mentor, you're supposed to say you're doing a very bad job. I just want you to get that. Because he's doing the same corny shit, right? He's still when you go to Nipsey's block because niggas say because you saying niggas is dead and all this shit, and then you go to Nipsey's block knowing Nip don't fuck with you, and you out there, you invited real beef because it's niggas that's gonna will kill about Nip. You know that. Me and you know as street niggas, they will kill about Nip.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
So
Now,
we understand
no,
that that's
we agree with a lot. My nigga, we agree with so much. The only part we don't agree with.
So let me tell you what my issue is. If we agree with it, right, that means that you made a decision that how the bag that he gonna help you get is worth
about,
more.
Mike,
You have
I need money right now.
it doesn't, but it doesn't matter. Not that you need it. It's
Money. Do you think? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think, as dangerous as you say it is to be next to him, I would risk my own for money?
So what are you doing it for, Tar? What are you doing it for?
Completely. I told you I was doing this.
For what?
Okay. First of all, Tekashi has a network of hundreds of millions of young generation kids of today.
Okay.
Half of them think just like him. Half of them ain't had nobody that can give them that information. So guess what? If they don't get the information, they gonna move completely lost. Now, mind you, I got kids his age. They can't move in a society that thinks that everything that Tekashi is doing is cool, because it's not, my nigga. It's not cool, right? These are conversations we have, but as I said again, you can't change nobody overnight. All you can do is influence him to change. Now, I won't know if all the work I'm putting in right now is going to be fruitful. But what I do know is I will spark a change in him that's going to be totally different from what everybody's seeing him today. That's for sure.
So what I'm saying is this, and that's what I'm trying to say. If that's your goal, right, then going on every platform saying that Tekashi snitched and a bunch of other niggas snitched, 80% of niggas snitched, justify
the truth.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say. So what, when you say that, what are you saying it to say? Are you saying it's okay? It's okay because 80% of the niggas snitch? So what do you, why do you bring it, why do you bring it up?
Okay, I brought it up because that's a scenario that most people that's locked up has all been in. And they decided to choose their family over the cell.
So what, so are you saying that it makes sense?
Hey, if you decide you want to get into the street game or be active, right?
Yeah.
Do it by yourself, my nigga. Ain't real niggas gonna be running around doing capers with supporters. If that shit go down, you can't put your life in somebody else's hands. If you're gonna go there, you gotta have 100% foot in. You can't have half foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Nigga, you gotta go all the way. And you gotta accept everything that comes with it, including your co-defendant or whoever you rocking with to snitch on you. If you gonna do it all the way in, you gotta do that shit by yourself. But if you don't have the courage to do it by yourself, you gotta accept everything that come with it. You can't blame it on it because he told. That's your fault. Because you allowed that loose end to be there, and you know better than anybody. In the street, hold on. In the code, no, hold on. In the code, in the street, in the code that we live by, my nigga, if there's something that happens and the caper was killed and the caper was actually done, or there was a lick that we actually accepted, we ain't leaving no loose ends, my nigga. It stops happening. We just not.
Well, listen, we got to start separating this because we've already established that we don't live by the same code. We've already you said that.
Yo.
He keep letting this nigga know we don't live by the same shit.
He doing a good job of doing that. But I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I'm gonna really get out of this. Like shit. I don't know.
I can't think of too much more other than him just Akon keep trying to rationalize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole situation.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 under a certain time. Listen closely though, because I'm making my point with these. I'm starting my point with the words I'm using for a reason. Under a certain paradigm, what he's saying makes absolute sense. Under a certain paradigm, that's not my paradigm. That's not how I see shit. But I can't expect everybody to see shit the way I see shit, and that's just how I'm taking it. Like that's how he see it. Like I don't see he is not enough conversations in the world to convince him otherwise. What he's saying ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like to him, he right. You know what I mean? And to a lot of other people, they probably feel the same way. So it's I I guess all I can really say at this point is it's sad. It ain't. I don't see how you can't.
One thing I can say is civilians better keep themselves out the motherfucking way. Cause there's some niggas out here, regardless if you snitch on a nigga, you ain't gonna make it home. You ain't gonna make it home. Like, so don't be telling these kids like they can go out here, you know what I'm saying, and tell on people and they just gonna be able to go on with their life. Like,
I
if you know you ain't about that life, like we used to say growing up, if you know you ain't about that life, don't do that shit. Fall the fuck back.
I just want to say I really hope that what he said he meant it and that is true. You know, not that I really care one way or another, but I hope he wouldn't say no shit like this and it not be true. I hope that he's really trying to make some kind of impression to invoke change because he sees a generational gap. Because that's basically what he said without saying it those exact words. Basically, he sees uh
I mean, he spoke to a lot of talking points to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like to me he kept on speaking about a lot of black cliche points. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That he know black people love to hear. And I'm like, all right, bro, you got us fucked up. Like, it's 2020. I can see through that shit, my nigga. Like, that shit sound good. You talking to this nigga, da da da. You ain't had to do no song with him. And you damn sure ain't had to do no struggle song like that. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? With him. Like, you ain't locked up, they won't let you out. You locked up, you told, and you got out.
basics.
You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing. Like, that ain't the same story that this song was about.
That's another good point, bro. Yeah, you hit it on the head with that one. And you know what I'm saying. I think that's something else that we kind of most people who take issue with this probably uh know and understand subconsciously, but it just ain't came out in them words like what you just said. Nigga, it's not even the song don't even fit to begin with, nigga. That's not truth. They let you out, nigga.
Like that. Oh.
They let you out.
Cause you told on the other niggas. And then this is some other shit like don't nobody want to talk about. Shout out to all my motherfucking Migos who know what it really is and don't play like this. But there is a set of like Spanish people who feel like it's okay to tell on niggas who ain't part of their gang. You know what I'm saying? Whereas black people feel like for the most part, whether they decide to go against this code, you know no snitching. You know what I'm saying? Even on your worst enemy. So at the end of the day, like
Well,
this is some underlying shit that go on in the hood, whether we like to talk about it or not. Where the plug tell on little underling ass niggas, you feel me? And you lock the fuck up. Like, and the plug usually be Migo,
I will.
but they don't feel like it's against their code to tell on niggas who ain't a part of their set.
Yeah, I will say this though. Akon did make a good point, nigga. It's all kind of motherfuckers telling though, regardless. But do that make it right for this situation though? No, it ain't never right.
Right,
That's the point.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
If
So
everybody jump off a bridge, you gonna jump off too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
let's talk. Let's chop something up real quick. Let's talk about when is it okay to cooperate with the police and an
Cause
investigate.
you gonna answer that first, cause you already know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Hey, I give you my answer. You run up in my house like on some unsolicited bullshit. I'm telling. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only time I really feel like, you know what I'm saying? And this is not on no street shit. So we talking a whole different thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody blatantly offends you, right? Like, let's say you out with your family and some shit just happened, you know what I'm saying? Just pops the fuck off. And the police come ask you what happened. I mean, obviously you go say what the fuck happened. That's about the only time. You know what I'm saying? When you involve yourself in a crime, you don't have the right to know. That's all. That's all I got.
Nah, I feel you on that.
I mean, because you gonna protect
I mean,
family. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come at you with some bullshit. Obviously, you're not gonna be like, man, I don't know who it was. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's completely understandable. Nobody's gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, you gonna want the motherfucker who took a family member from you, for example, to be locked up. Or either that or you gonna do something about it yourself, one of the two. But I'm saying, I'm not mad at somebody who makes the choice to cooperate in that situation. Now, on some you know, next level self crime or a certain situation, you know, you expect, I mean,
I mean,
you know,
for me, like I just said, I had a whole bunch of bad experiences, but one is good enough to say I don't really give a fuck. Goddamn, ask the motherfuckers for shit. Um, I've had countless situations happen, and most people would have probably called the police. But it's like for me, it do more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? In the majority of the situations that I done been in, where most people would have called police, like when you think about the certain neighborhoods that we grow up in, or we find ourselves in bad situations in, it's like you more in a situation where you in a common vicinity to certain motherfuckers who you probably having issues with more than the police, to the point when you do call the motherfucking police. For one, both of y'all ass black. Nigga, they don't know which one they want to decide is the motherfucking opposer. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time you find yourself in a situation where you like, man, fuck this shit. We don't need no motherfucking help. So with me, it come down to the, when it comes to the household shit, that's the importance of home protection. And if you get to the point of, you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I also got a lot of friends of mine who have had to handle their business in the moment, or certain people wouldn't be here and they still got locked up for whatever reason the police decided they wanted to get free labor for. So for me, if I had to ask myself the question, like, would I rather be, carried by six than, shit, I mean, care, you know what I'm saying? The whole situation, like, the judge by 12, like, shit, I'd rather get judged by 12, bro. Like, they got me fucked up. I'm not calling them niggas for shit. It do more harm than good in most situations I done been in. And I just, in my eyes, I, will to the ancestors, and I feed my ancestors and venerate them to the point I will that they put me in a position if it get that crucial to where I feel like my life is in danger and I can't do nothing else about it. Unlike situations I done been in before, which I've been able to avoid that shit, but my life done been in, so-called in danger while other people would think by other people's standards. Um,
but let's
shit.
let's clarify something though. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, break into your house. Now, you got a legal pistol. You pop them, right? You gonna bury them? Is that what you trying to tell me? You ain't finna just be like, hey, come pick this dude up that I just killed in my house. You ain't finna do that? You gonna, what you saying you gonna do? I'm just trying to,
Depending the neighborhood I'm in, hell no. Cause like I said, I done had people who been in their right to motherfucking do what the fuck they did and still got locked the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna take my goddamn chances. I'm not getting away. I mean, and not getting caught with the shit. Versus being like, hey, I did XYZ because these motherfuckers, that's the relationship we got with them. You know what I'm saying? To me, like,
feel you.
mm-mm. I'm gonna take my motherfucking chance, or I'm moving that day. Like, fuck you, moving that day. I wasn't even there. I don't know who shot that nigga. What you talking about? I've been on vacation.
Straight.
What? Huh? Me?
I don't take issue with that. Me personally, in that situation when I'm defending myself, you know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't want it on my conscience that way, cause and if you know what I'm saying, if it came down to I get locked up for you know what I'm saying, for defending myself, you know what I'm saying, I best believe my family finna throw and I'm finna call everybody. Y'all better throw every goddamn dollar you got on the next Johnny Cochran type motherfucker to get me off.
Right.
But I think I'm gonna go to take them to the morgue route, then take them to the hole to the backyard route, cause I just wouldn't want the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do all that. I'm not finna be dipping around and trying to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do their ass like they do us, nigga. When they do some fuck shit, they go to another country on our ass. I'm like, well, ain't nothing we can do about it. He went to what they Greece, nigga.
This nigga say Greece. Nah, then you gotta go. You gotta go to like Croatia, nigga. You gotta get
But
rich.
that was a shot at Tom Hanks, nigga.
Ah, oh shit.
Niggas think they slick. Gonna play with some kids and then try to run to a country where it's legal to play with kids. Confirmed. Ain't nobody sleeping on that shit. That was a dead giveaway to me.
That
You
whole
can't even come out and say you ain't do that shit, no.
man. Like what do like that plead the fifth shit? I don't understand that law. Like as soon as a motherfucker say that shit, that means what you just asked me, you're correct. And like you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, man,
But as long as you don't get me to say it on the record, they can't say I corroborated the shit. That's the
yeah,
game they playing.
yeah, that's that whole. That's what I'm saying. We need to go back to. We need a blank sheet of paper, man. Start over with this law shit, cause you doing this shit all wrong. There ain't no
Right, right.
nigga.
Cause the scums play the law against their ass.
Yeah, ain't no
Like nigga,
fifth nigga. Did
the nigga who did the most dirt going there and snitch on niggas. Like what the fuck? How the hell you get to tell on me, nigga? The fuck?
ain't no plead, no fifth. Nigga, that shit crazy as fuck. Well, shit, bro. I guess we about
I
ready.
mean, I respect it for niggas who just like I ain't trying to be in the system and all. I ain't trying to answer none of your questions. But for a motherfucker that's willing to plead, like when they give you immunity, basically allowing you to plead the fifth on everything you fucking did,
Right.
like that shit fire. Like nigga, you need to go down too. Just like the motherfucker you telling them. It should be no excuse for that shit. Like then that's why I feel like, the system is corrupt because the people that's the most corrupt can play the system
Yeah. Like
the best.
if I watch your
You
dep,
know what I'm saying? The people who trying to follow the rules is the ones who get locked up.
yeah, if I watching your deposition, right, and you, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say what I'm talking about
Hmm.
with the whole Epstein shit, cause just talking about
Right.
the little thing on. We're not finna get into that. We're not finna get into that. I'm just saying. Watching that little deposition at the beginning of the
No, you good.
not the YouTube, the Netflix thing. They asking him questions like where you
Hmm.
know from, where you live. He answered all of these questions right then when they put that heat on him. Did you ever solicit da 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 da? I plead the fifth. Nigga, off at the gate, because you was willing to answer questions, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, you clearly didn't have take no issues with. Yes, I have a house here. Yes, I have a house there. You know what I'm saying? Do you touch little girls? I plead the fifth. Like nigga,
Hmm.
that shit should I would be wanting to say no so bad. Ain't no way I would say I plead the fifth. Nigga, hell no. Like that's my answer. So anybody who truly innocent in a situation involving a sex crime, they're gonna say no. They gonna want to clear their name,
What about Joe Biden talking about he want little kid? He like little kids jumping on his lap.
bro.
Motherfuckers talking about they finna vote for this nigga. Like, come the fuck on.
I'm just saying. But
Don't
shit, bro.
nobody care about the kids no more. Like,
No, they
go
don't.
ahead, bro. Wrap this shit up.
Know what you got going on. I kind of wanted to hop on the
You said what I got going on?
Yeah, just for you know what I'm saying. If you wanted to hop on here tomorrow for for a little quick one, I wanted to hop on that vaccine topic.
Yeah, yeah,
You down?
we can. Yeah, we can. Shit, what you got going on early? Cause shit, hopefully late night I got some shit packed.
All right. Shit. What time is early?
Maybe 10 or 9.
Oh shit. Yeah, we can. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool for that. Yeah, that'll work. 10, 9 o'clock. Shit. 9. That'd be 10 your time. Or if you want to go before then, just let me know.
Alright, I will.
All right.
Peace to the family.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Right? Shit. Hit that like button, subscribe button, share, do all that good stuff for us.
So,
Uh, we ain't gonna let the cat all the way out the bag, but we're gonna have some exciting news here in the coming weeks. We just want to cross a couple more T's, dot a couple more I's before we speak on it. But
mm-hmm.
as well as getting more people in the building, so we'll see where this go. And then for that topic tomorrow, bro, I'm gonna definitely try to drag a couple more people in here. I got a couple Facebook buddies I know I like to hop on the vaccine shit, as well as some more of the family.
Bet.
Man, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.